All right. Welcome to the second official Riff Rats podcast. I'm your host, Eric Nelson. With me co-hosting is Quentin Jenkins.
Yo, what's up, dudes?
Yep. And today we have our first guest, Jesse Davis. So, Jesse, introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jesse Davis. It's an honor to be here, and thank you for having me.
All right. Yep. Now, like I said, this is going to be our first podcast with our first guest. So we're kind of winging it, just kind of going with the flow of things. We got some music, hopefully better audio. So we're just going to kind of kick it off and see how things go. So, you guys got any stories, anything to talk about?
I mean, first off, how's y'all day going?
It's going pretty good.
It's alright.
Woke up this morning, felt like shit. Took too many sleeping pills.
Yeah, I guess we've all been there.
Eric was trying to go to sleep forever.
Yeah.
What about you, Jason?
Accidentally. No, I was like up really fucking late. I was like, I gotta sleep. Took two of them, woke up, I was like, can't do it. Didn't even go to school.
Yeah, I'd say we all been there, but I've not been there.
Yeah.
What about you, Jesse?
You know, just living the dream, day by day.
Same shit, different
Real.
day.
Did you work today or no?
No, I work tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, if we work tomorrow, it's
I'm supposed to work today, but with my quote-unquote wrestling schedule.
Yeah, no, so I guess the guests might, or not the guests, the listeners might not know that, Jesse, do you want to say where you work? Kind of like give a more in-depth introduction to yourself, just kind of.
Alright,
just like things about you, it doesn't have to be just anything.
Alright, well, I'm 18 years old, from Danville, born and raised. Work at McDonald's in Danville with Quentin, actually. I was on the football team, and I was, like I said, quote-unquote on the wrestling team before I decided to not wrestle and just decided to lift.
Oh, nice. Now, so do you guys have any, because you guys work with each other, you got any stories, things that happened there? We've heard some hectic stuff before. So
yeah, we got plenty of stories at work. Oh my god, especially on night shift, that's crazy. You gotta have the right managers there. Like Byron, he doesn't really tolerate shit anymore. But
I don't know, I kind of like Byron.
I mean, he's kind of grown on me. I used to be
You two just butt heads a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think we start to joke around a lot more than we do, but
yeah.
I don't know. I've learned he's not as much of a dick as I thought he was. It's just because I used to swear really loud and shit.
You guys should talk about what's his name, Matt.
Oh my god!
Tell him about Matt.
Matt is something else.
Where do we even start? Well, Matt. I'm gonna try to keep this not trying to diss him or anything. But Matt,
royal piece of shit.
Yeah,
Matt is a piece of shit. Now wait, I do want to jump in and say I worked at McDonald's. That was my first job when I was 14.
Sorry, you worked there for
Yeah, I worked there, and I remember Matt really well. He's just a fucking asshole. He's
not somebody to be around.
Literally, I mean, when you think of McDonald's, you think of kids working there, starting their first little, job, or I guess not even career, I wouldn't even call that. But then there's Matt, that old guy.
This is a 40-year-old man who says some inappropriate stuff to younger people, and he just shows up and he has that attitude of you know what, I really don't want to be here. I hate my job. And I'm just like, Matt, no one's keeping you here. You can leave.
Quentin's actually trying to work on getting rid of him, right?
I mean, I like the fact that he's there because then I don't have to do as much work. But then with him gone, it'd be more of a positive work environment,
Yeah.
per se. But because when he's there,
down.
the ones I'm on a Friday, I usually have a really good nights on Friday because it's a little bit busy, so time goes by quick. There's always some great workers there. But he came to work this one Friday. I'm like, what are you doing here? He's like, well, I work today. I was like, okay, cool. And he was kind of being nice. I was like, okay, maybe he's gonna be nice today, but I'm over here doing my job. He's like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do because I was online. I had to go put fries in the freezer room. He's like, well, I really wish I had a cabinet person over here to help me with these 2 orders on my screen. It's like, man, shut the fuck up. I'm doing my job. He's like, well, no, you're not, because I'm over here making the sandwich. I was like, well, that's your job.
Yeah, so, basically, it's, even if you get along with Matt, from at least what I remember, he'll find something to fucking yell at you about. He's just this nasty person.
He always complains, he'll get one order on the screen and be like, God damn it. Just mumbling.
Yeah, we'll be dead. I was just dead. Nothing to do. Standing there, just
one order.
Beating his meat in the corner and be like, he'll be like, God damn it.
Yeah, but when it comes to McDonald's, it's just there's some nights last Wednesday, I believe.
Yeah,
it was so much fun.
Yeah,
we had the right like the best managers there. We had like really good crew that we all get along with.
We needed Chris there.
Chris.
No, he was, but we needed him there.
Yeah, if Chris was there, it would have sealed the
You're talking about Chris Mutual, yeah?
No, our one manager, Chris.
Oh, manager Chris, okay.
I'm talking about both Chris's.
Yeah, true.
No, we got to save Chris. He's going to be a future guest on another podcast.
Yeah.
So we'll save him for another
He
time.
was actually supposed to be this guest, but
yeah, he's currently.
his brother decided to test positive for COVID.
Yeah,
and then they decided to eat at the same dinner table. Well, that's okay. I love him. Well, it's good. He's cool.
Yeah, he's
Makes
taking
up for his
precautions.
choices.
But shit. Yeah. So I guess topic change. Because we don't want to bore them with new politics too much. Any cool story like cool events amongst each other, like cool shit that's happened recently. Got anything?
I mean, the one night after work, it was a little bit. It was like what, 10, 15ish, pretty dark out. And Jesse's like, hey, yo, do a burnout. I'm like, I've got a Honda Accord. It's front wheel drive, completely stock. I'm not gonna be able to do a burnout. I get a little bit of smoke. I stopped at the drive-thru where you order the food out. I look out my rear window, the fucking rear window, and it's like, oh, just a fucking plume of smoke. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing, boy? And he's over there fucking like ripping a fat one in the middle of the parking lot.
Wait, so
like,
you were going to burn out your truck?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Fatty.
Tell him what truck you got.
I have a 2000 Chevy Silverado 1500.
Yeah, it's got
single cab, long bed.
Oh yeah, that thing rips.
The thing is my baby.
He treats her with respect. Sometimes you got to do a burnout.
You know, sometimes I'll rev it a little bit. I'll try a burnout every now and then. The burnouts I'm not really too fond of, but every now and then I'll rev it. But like for most of the part, I keep it in good condition.
Oh yeah. No,
especially for a high schooler too, because most of them beat the shit out of them.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, that's the difference. A lot of kids aren't really thankful for what they got. You got a lot of these rich kids at the high school. Just they don't have any respect for what they get.
I mean, I'll admit I do beat my car.
Oh yeah, well,
it's a pretty good car that I have. There's some dents in it, but I mean the engine in my car, like it could take the beating I give to it, but like the body of the car itself, it's like made of fucking tin cans, so you can flick that thing and it.
Yeah. For people who haven't seen,
you want to tell them about the night at Braden's?
Oh my god, that was amazing. So it was my rear passenger fender. Jesse punched it and it dented, and I was like, oh my god, what the hell did you do? And I go to the top of the dent and I hit it, and it fucking pops right back out. I'm like, what the hell?
Like I was sitting there like warming up my hands like you would if you're cold, and I just full on like open hand palmed it, just smacked it, and put like a hand.
He basically was a wizard and just fucking magic slapped it.
Yeah, I just punched it and gone.
And then you just hit the top of the dent and it just popped right back out.
Oh man. Shit, I'm trying to think of other situations. Did we ever go ripping in your truck? You haven't done some ripping.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so a story that I think definitely will take the cake. You need to talk about the night where you were drag racing down the street.
Okay.
And just let him, just tell him the whole story. Just let it all out.
Yeah. So.
Tell him again.
Police already caught you. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Go to jail?
I mean, I didn't get in trouble with police, but some kind of law enforcement, if you want to say that. But
wish to be.
We're all at my one buddy's house. It was like me and just like 5 other friends, and we're all sitting there just revving like the piss out of our cars and trucks. And I forget who brought it up, but someone brought up the idea. It's like, we should race. I bet I'd gap you. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, you know what? I don't think you will. So we go out on his road and we go up, I don't know, maybe like not even like an eighth of a mile back, just like once, maybe like, I don't know, like a couple yards, 100 something yards back. Yeah. And we just went.
Yeah, just lined up on the road and went.
Lined up on the road and went. And needless to say, but I won.
Now, how late was it again?
Yeah, this was like 10 o'clock at night.
All right, yeah. So definitely not the time to.
My one buddy, I won't say his name because
confidential.
Yeah. He was actually smart, and after we raced, he just left. He just kept going and left. I turned around and went back because other people were gonna race. And then they got the 2 other people. They went in the road, did the same thing we did. they came back and we're all hyped, like, yeah, you won, let's go. And all of a sudden we see his neighbor's outside light turn on, and we see him running to his truck, or walking to his truck, and we're like, oh shit. And then our one buddy who came in last on the second race, and we're like, yo, kill the engine, kill the lights, kill everything. We ran inside. We sat on the couch in his living room in the basement, and I just see headlights because everybody's sitting on the couch. I'm just kind of standing in the room, like kind of looking out windows,
just like quiet, just waiting.
Yeah, and I see 2 headlights pulling the driveway, and I'm like, yo, we're screwed. And he comes up to the window of where the basement is and starts knocking on it. Not even the door that enters the basement, just the window of the living room. And we're like, yo. And all of a sudden, then we hear knocking on the door.
Oh, fuck.
And then our one buddy who lives in the house, he went up. He went to the door, opened it, and we hear the guy say, what are you, like, I don't remember, because this was like...
He's like, oh, your parents' home or something, right?
Ago. He's like, is your parents' home? He's, no. Does she know you have friends over? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. He's like, well, go inside and tell your friends to get the fuck out. And then he just comes back. He's got like this look of just terror on his face, like he's so like deer in headlights look. And he just comes in and goes, get out.
And I'd like to add in that when I was told this story, when he knocked on the door and our one buddy answered, he had a little conversation, and the guy literally like forced his way in.
Yeah,
like he didn't ask to
just
enter.
He walked into the house.
Pretty much broke in.
Like unannounced.
He walked into the house.
Yeah, just entering.
And we're all walking out. I'm trying to keep my head down because I have a hat on, trying to hide my face. And our one buddy tried to say like, I'm sorry, like he just get the fuck out. And we're
literally
like
inside his house, like just some fucking
it was the
neighbor.
Scariest night of my life. And I had to pull out of the driveway first. I was kind of pulled off in his grass, but the way he parked me in so weird. Like I had to maneuver my truck really weird, and I ended up with my right side tires like in the grass on the other side of the driveway. And he has a ditch on both sides of his driveway, and with my tires being in the grass, I start backing up, and all I feel is I just feel like I'm looking up now. Because my ass end is just in the ditch, and it pops back out, and now my front right tire is in the ditch, and like the ass end of my truck is just sticking up in the air, and I'm sitting there like,
you're just fucked.
I'm just like holding on, and I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? And he gets out, because I tried pulling out a little bit, and he's like, kill the truck. And so I'm like, I kill it, I walk out, I'm standing there next to him. Everybody leaves. Our one buddy came up to me. He's like, yo, you good? And he's like, yeah.
My truck's not.
He asked me if I was good. I was like, yeah, I'm good. And then he said again, he's like, get the fuck out. So everybody's going home like scared shitless.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like with him right there, just me and him in the driveway because our one buddy who lives in the house stayed inside.
And you're just
trying to avoid him, and I'm stuck with him. And he's like, what's your name, son? And he goes, I'm like, Jesse Davis? And he's like, Jesse Davis. Do you have any idea who I am? I'm like, yes, sir. And he's the Liberty Township fire chief.
Yeah.
And I had gone to his fire camp for 4 years. So yeah, he knew who I was. He knew who my dad was. He knows he knows who my family is. So I had to call my parents and explain to them what happened. And
pretty much like all the blame was shifted onto you. Like you had to deal with the whole situation.
Everybody got free, and I'm just sitting there. I'm the only one in trouble. Plus Braden.
Well, yeah. And I'd like to say to the viewers, basically to kind of like recap everything, drag racing, everyone gets in trouble, everyone leaves, he gets stuck there and has to deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, but I had to explain everything to my mom. My dad's rushing out to come get me and like help pull me out. My dad pulls me out. We're sitting there talking, and they tell me to go home. And he looks at me and he's like, I recommend going the speed limit when you go home. I went probably about 10 miles per hour under the speed limit the entire way home. It got to a point, like my dad was still sitting there with him, talking to him for a while because they're friends. And my dad ended up catching up to me. because I'm going so slow. Because I'm just, like, it was the most terrifying night of my life. And my mom, like, when I called her, she's ripping me a new asshole. Like,
yeah, no,
it's just crazy.
And I would like to say, like, it's, I don't know, like, we get, like, what, fire chief or fire police? Yeah, fire chief.
Yeah.
The fact that he thought he had this, like, rank of power.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, the wannabe cops.
Yeah, he's like, it was like a wannabe cop kind of moment. And definitely I think it was wrong. Like, if I were there in that moment and I wasn't involved with the situation, if I was just there, straight up, like, some guy just barging into the house, like, without asking, like, I'd be like...
That's the only part.
That's how you get shot. Like,
that's the only
next
part
thing you
that's,
know...
like, really
oh my god, you're
sketch
doing it
for
at my
him.
dad's house. You're fucking down.
Yeah, no, like, you can't do that. Like, out, especially, like, here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, like, people, they just got...
This ain't New York.
They got the guns on them, dude.
Well, even in New York, you probably get shot if you just break into someone's
Yeah,
house.
but-
You get shot anywhere.
All I gotta say
anywhere
about
you break into
all I gotta
someone's
say about the situation is, kids, don't drag race.
Yeah, no
Or
drag
at least
racing.
don't get caught.
Don't get caught drag racing. Now,
Drag
we
race,
do
but
not
don't get caught.
we do not condone drag racing, but if we condone having fun with at your own risk. That's for sure. Life's too short just
I'm
to.
not trying to
be
make
too
him
good.
look like the bad guy. Like he's just doing his job, trying to keep the community safe.
Yeah. Definitely, and it could have definitely been handled differently. He could have definitely been way nicer, but at the same time, it
Or
was
the sense he
way
could have also
drag
called the
racing.
police.
Definitely doing dumb, like
You could have easily called the police.
Yeah,
too,
but
because
you know,
that's
I respect him. I respect him. I respect what he does. Like, I'm not trying to say I hate him because of this. Like, I know I was in the wrong.
Yeah.
I was in the wrong 100%.
Yep, and that's definitely something to take out of this. No one that night thought what was going on was completely fine and okay. Just doing dumb kid stuff.
I thought it was pretty cool.
You weren't even there.
I wasn't even there.
Neither one of you were there.
But
Yeah, I would have won though, but I guess that's why I wasn't.
All right, he's getting
that's why I
cocky.
didn't show
He's
up
getting
because
cocky.
not only was I
He's
working,
getting
I was
cocky.
smoking everybody there.
Literally, we drive.
Is that why I beat you in a race?
I'm sorry. When we started, if we do an 80 roll, I'd shit on you.
Yeah, because you have a higher top speed than I do.
It's only about like 40 miles an hour. So not even that much.
Bro, I have double the amount of cylinders you have. Shut up.
Okay, I have V-Tech.
I have big V8. You have V-Tech. I
Getting
have
off topic.
V8.
Getting off
I
topic.
have Japanese.
Yeah, but yeah, so just crazy night. What time we running, boys? What time we running?
I don't know.
It
Check the
is
time.
6:28.
6:28. All right. I mean, I guess we could wrap it up unless you want to keep talking. Is there any other discussions?
I don't have too much.
Because like we have our guest here, like I said, Jesse Davis. He gave a little insight on a little drag racing story. But yeah, I guess we could wrap it up. So Riff Rats podcast, second episode. Like I said, still a little rough. Hey, we'll improve. But
How long did we actually go for?
I mean, it's been about 30 minutes, roughly.
It feels
Maybe
like
like 20 minutes, I'd say. But yeah.
I mean, if you really want to, we could bring up like we brought up the whole drag racing thing that went on for I don't know, like 15 minutes. What did your mom say?
All right. Well,
we're
yeah.
gonna wrap it up.
We're wrapping it up now. Yeah, Quentin's mom told us to wrap it up, and
Yeah, we're a
Quentin,
bit of a time crunch.
Quentin's mom, if you're listening, we are very sorry.
Yeah, we would have done it another time, but we ain't really got.
I appreciate you letting us use your shed for this, Mrs. Jenkins.
I appreciate you coming out for us.
Yeah, thank you, Jesse. It was good. All right. Well, Riff Rats podcast. Catch you later.
See you, boys.
All right, and then we can just cut that out right there. Hell yeah.